What's up guys, Joey here in Tech here in San Francisco, and we're checking out Samsung's first flagship entry of the year, the Samsung Galaxy S20 series. For this video, we're focusing on the golden boy of the series, the S20 Ultra. If you guys haven't seen our video on the standard S20 and S20 Plus yet, you can check that out right here. Now, S20 Ultra, let's check it out. Clocking in at nearly 7 inches, it's now the second biggest phone in Samsung's entire flagship repertoire, second only to the Galaxy Fold. You'd think it was a Galaxy Note device when you have it in your hand until you realize there is no S Pen. But despite all the hardware it's packing, it's still very sleek and sexy. Metal frame clad in 2.5D curved glass panels. Like the other two phones in the series, we get the same center placement of the punch hole camera, as well as the rectangular rear camera module on the upper left of the back, though this one is significantly bigger, and for a reason. It's got a slightly different set of camera lenses and sensors, including a periscopic telephoto lens. On the standard and plus models, for me at least, the display is the focal point. For the Ultra version, it's definitely the rear camera module. But checking out the Ultra's display, it's a 6.9-inch QHD Dynamic AMOLED Infinity O screen with support for a 120Hz refresh rate at Full HD, as well as a 240Hz touch response, which Samsung is touting as a gaming feature for lower input latency, but I can also see this as boosting the phone's overall response feel as well, making it not only look smoother, but feel smoother also when you're using it. It edges out the Note 10 Plus's display in terms of size by just 1/10 of an inch, but they look slightly different, as the S20 Ultra has more of a curved profile in contrast to the Note 10 Plus's more boxy profile. For buttons and ports, it's just the same as the other S20 phones. Power and volume buttons on the right, SIM tray on top, Type-C port, main microphone and loudspeaker down at the bottom. The chipset is the same as well. That's either a Snapdragon 865 or Exynos 990 depending on your region. But the crazy part about the Ultra is that you can get up to 16GB of RAM, along with the 512GB storage variant. The 128GB and 256GB models come with 12GB of RAM, which still is a heck of a lot. Just like the other two, the S20 Ultra has a big focus on 5G. The S20 and S20 Plus will be coming into the Philippines in their 4G only variants, but interestingly, the 5G version of the S20 Ultra is coming to the Philippines, but there's a catch. The 5G connectivity for the Philippine version will be disabled in the meantime, as confirmed by a Samsung representative, which is interesting because this may indicate that in the future, a software update could be released to unlock the 5G connectivity, perhaps when our 5G networks in the Philippines are up and running. The S20 Ultra comes with a huge 5000 mAh battery with support for 45-watt fast charging. This is huge not only for the S20 series, but could also indicate something even bigger for the upcoming Galaxy Note 20, since that series is more focused on productivity. But for the S20 Ultra, its focus is definitely on camera power. Disclaimer, our time with the phone was very limited, so we won't be able to show you guys our own photo and video samples until we publish our full review. Anyway, this sounds crazy, but we get a 108-megapixel camera included on the rear module. And aside from that super high resolution, the S20 Ultra takes it a step further by using some new pixel binning technology, combining 9 pixels into one at the sensor level. And while the S20 and S20 Plus top out at 30x zoom, the Ultra goes all the way up to 100x zoom. That's crazy. We also get 8K video recording and an improved super steady mode, as well as my new favorite feature, single take mode, which we discussed in the S20 and S20 Plus video, so be sure to check that out. But we also get another insane camera feature, space zoom. Now, the S20 Ultra with its folded lenses allows for 10x lossless zoom, which is great. But with 100x space zoom, it not only optically zooms in as much as you can, but it also crops digitally as far as 100x, then uses AI to enhance the photo after the fact. This is sure to spark competition from other mobile photography giants. Now, to sum up the entire experience with the S20 Ultra, if you want to know what the entire S20 series is all about, then you're gonna get that with this phone. It's taken all that worked well for the 2019 Samsung flagships and packed more future-looking stuff. But since this is the first flagship release of the year, this is exactly where the bar is set for the rest of the industry. I'm excited about this thing, and if you guys are too, be sure to stay tuned for our full review. And if you guys haven't seen our other video on the Samsung S20 and S20 Plus, check that out. So yeah, that about wraps up this video. Now, what do you guys think about the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra? Let us know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more content, hit the bell icon to receive future uploads, and be sure to visit revietech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. This has been Joey, and stay hydrated.